I'm just gonna say it. Got real. Got real. What's up, you guys? It's me, Matthew Correa, once again. You can see from the judgment of this title, people like either support or hate Logan Paul right now. So, in the way to see like my support, like I do not support like what he did and everything. I understand the whole big action of what he did was wrong, but like this is what I'm saying right now, guys. Honestly, like what he did was wrong. I understand that, but like, is he like really the only one who can actually have been in that situation? A million people could have done that besides him, but he has to be the one who did that. But it gives people a way of seeing the consequences of what he did. People see that, and today he posted a video today, which I have not looked. My cousin told me about. She texted me and say, "Hey, Logan Paul sent a video," and I was like, "Really? Yes." And I had to go check it out, and I just got home today right now, so you know, let's make it a reaction video out of it. I'm not saying like it should be like content or anything. It's actually a serious thing. I won't like what is happening now, because it's like, you know, it's been forever, but still, what's gonna happen? All right, I got the video up, so let's react to this video. Sorry guys, my eyes are killing me.
For 40 minutes, crying like a baby. Bikers, joggers, tourists, runners, they went by me. Police officers searching for suicidal people went by me twice. I'm standing at the ledge, leaning over the rail with tears flowing down to the waters. And I thought to myself, absolutely nobody cares. And then the voice in my head said, jump now, and I did. And the millisecond that my hands cleared the rail and my legs flew over it was an instant regret. The depression was wiped from my mind, and all I wanted to do was live, and I thought it's too late.
Kevin Hines was 19 when he jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge. He is one of the many incredible people that I've been grateful to meet over the past 3 weeks as I aim to further understand the complexities surrounding suicide. And I know I've made mistakes. I know I've let people down. But what happens when you're given an opportunity to help make a difference in the world?
The backlash against a social media star,
A very popular guy called
Logan Paul, is in some hot
He's
water.
a complete and utter insensitive idiot.
taking a break from daily vlogging.
Even he says his latest content was his biggest mistake.
I want to apologize to the victim and his family.
It's time to learn from the past as I get better and grow as a human being. I'm here to have a hard conversation so that those who are suffering can have easier ones. So I've never been so humbled in my life by a single event.
Were you kind of shocked by it?
I was shocked to discover just how big this is.
You've never known anybody that killed themselves?
No one. That was part of the problem. It's just my ignorance.
Same with
of
me.
myself.
But
Never
in
knew.
Ohio, where you come from, it's the second leading cause of death.
And I know while I'm not able to solve the problem by myself, I want to be a part of the solution. And that solution began across the country in New York City.
He went to New York for this.
We sat down with Dr. John Draper, director of the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline.
We have to change the conversation publicly from just focusing on suicide and how something bad is happening and say, well, what do we do about it? Help people understand that the first thing they need to do is reach out and talk to somebody when they're feeling in despair, because you're not alone with it anymore. They've done studies with people who are experiencing any kind of pain, including hanging off a cliff. You can hold on a lot longer if somebody is right there with you.
I think as a society, as human beings, we just have to be more compassionate. And that includes me too. That's something I'm learning along this journey. And something else that Dr. Draper told me were the 5 steps that anyone can take to help prevent suicide. Step 1 is simply just ask yourself, ask others, are you thinking about suicide? And I know that sounds like a daunting question, but literally that question can save lives. And step 2, accordingly, would be just to listen. Be present, don't make any judgments. And then step 3 would be there for them, even after you've already asked, because dependability is key. Step 4 is then help them connect. whether it's with a friend, a family member, a local suicide hotline, therapist, but help them reach out to someone so they don't have to deal with this alone. Lastly, step 5 is just check in on them, show them that you care. Call them up, say, hey, I want to make sure you're okay. Can I check in with you over the next few days?
So one of the things that is so important about reducing stigma is getting stories out there about people positively coping with suicide.
Do you guys know anyone I could talk to with the lived experience of suicide?
Absolutely. We have quite a number of people that we could refer over to. Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
And that's how we got introduced to Kevin Hines. 17 years ago, Kevin jumped off of the Golden Gate Bridge and survived.
These are individuals whose stories, when people hear them, they say, maybe I can get through. As opposed to hearing stories when people haven't. And those are, unfortunately, those are stories that we've heard before. Now we're hearing more and more stories of people being more open about it. As I was saying before, Logan, for every one person that dies by suicide, there's 287 other people that think seriously about it but don't. Those are stories, again, that have not been told. If we told those stories of people who got through it as opposed to one who didn't, imagine what kind of influence that would have on people's behavior.
When I found out that 1 in 6 high school kids seriously think about suicide, that's stunning.
Yeah.
This is such a common problem.
Logan, all I wanted was for one person to look me in my eyes and say, hey, kid, are you okay? I am so grateful to be alive. And I'm grateful today for every millisecond I get to breathe. Because it was almost all ripped from me by me.
What's one thing you would have said to your younger self? To the Kevin who is 19, sitting on the bus, if you were next to you, and instead of the guy who pointed and laughed, what would you say?
I would just put my hand on the I would just put my hand on my shoulder, and I would just say, I'm here for you. I got you. We need to be a society that comes together for every person in the community that's going through hell. And in order to do that, every person that's going through hell, whatever hell, has to be honest about their pain. And if they're going to be honest about their pain, we are going to collectively answer the call and be there for that individual. Because if you don't see beauty in the next person you meet, you're not looking hard enough.
You're incredible, dude. This is an honor for me.
It's an honor for me too, brother.
From this point on, I want to make an effort to contribute and immerse myself in the conversation, so I'm pledging to donate $1 million to various suicide prevention organizations.
I felt like that was
with the
going to
first
happen.
$250,000 going immediately to the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline so they can increase their capacity to help those in need. For anyone watching, I want you to know you are not alone, and most of the time, crisis passes. So if you or anyone you know feels alone or trapped, I encourage anyone to call or even text the suicide or crisis hotline. Both of those numbers are below, and although this is a tough conversation, it's important because things can and will get better. It's time to start a new chapter in my life as I continue to educate both myself and others on suicide. I'm humbled and thankful to say, this is just the beginning.
When finishing, you are not alone. Guys, like, I'm not gonna say, like, I was touched with Logan's words, but, like, what he's meaning, like, what he's doing is, it's right that he is trying to fix his mistake, but, like, I understand, like, this guy, like, the guy next to him, the guy he was talking with, that just hits me a lot for some reason. Like, it's, I'm just gonna say it, got real. Got real. Like, I understand, like, I have seen a whole, like, in school, you learn about how you should prevent suicide, including, like, literally in my school, I had to sign a waiver saying I won't do anything about suicide, but, like, I do not see the reasoning for it, because I like, for the guy in Logan's video, like, I like to say this. I'm not sure if this will offend anybody with me saying like being Catholic for me. Like, I believe in God, but still, God gave him a second chance for a reason, and this is why he's grateful for being alive. So this is like, that's how I see him right now. God gave him a second chance, and he's grateful for that moment. So guys, please never think about like things like that. I love you guys, and I hope you're not alone. You guys are not. But this leaves still one question: is this just one video he's gonna do, or he's coming back for more? But that's not the main that's not what the video is all about today. But guys, that's kind of hit me, that thing. And guys, right now in the link description below, I will put the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline also. Like, guys, if, again, takes these steps, listen to what Logan Paul says, use those advices people have been saying for years. Never, like, I never wanted to see that ever. Like, for many reasons, even stupid reasons, people have caused suicide. But I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right at all to do. So guys, thank you guys for watching this reaction. This just heavy hit me for a while. Sorry guys, I'm literally just down now because of how much of that just went serious. I cannot believe, guys, like that, but like, I'm sorry guys, I can't actually focus right now because of what just happened, what he just showed. I don't know why it's just hitting me worse now, just like in the inside I feel it. But guys, again, don't do it. You have people who love you. Even if there's one hater in the world, it doesn't matter. There's millions of other people who will love you, who loves you, who you are. You are what matters to the world. You can change the world. You don't have to do anything for that. So thank you guys for watching. I'm Matthew Correa. You know who I am. So thank you.